Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Good morning. It's early and the sun's coming up and it's beautiful, and I'm excited today because today is my first day of back to school teacher training. I've never done this before, so I'm nervous, but I'm really excited too. I'm excited to learn. I have a lot to learn, so I brought my notes and I'm just excited to learn. Lots of questions in my head, lots of things I don't understand yet, but that's what this week is for. I love my team. I love my admin. I'm really looking forward to this. And then they're catering food in too, and that doesn't hurt. Every day it's a different restaurant. That's really nice. So this should be fun, guys. I'll try to keep you updated throughout the day. And look, we have to take headshots. So I actually fixed my hair. I know it's awful. I'm sorry. I always see these people on YouTube do these videos and they look so perfect. I have 3 kids and I do look nice. Like when my husband and I go out on dates, I'll fix up or whatever. But when I'm working and hauling boxes and hanging things up and doing all that stuff, my hair is just not my number one priority. So I apologize. But this is what I look like when I actually take the time to do something with my head. All right, well, wish me luck. Here we go. Just got home from training all day. We had a really fun day. It was nice. We did a lot of team building activities, and the school had won a couple of awards. So the deans dressed up like flight attendants and they passed out like treats on a little tray, and they had their little flight attendant hats, and it was so cute. The whole thing was really cute. And I got to know some of my coworkers, and my team, my second grade team, is awesome. We have a teacher who's been there for years, and she's very helpful, and she's been very patient with our questions, and we're supposed to meet tomorrow and go over some things that both I and the other newer teacher don't understand. So that'll be very helpful. And they catered food in. We had Mexican food today. And so it was fun. It was nice. And I got to know a lot of people, a lot of laughter, and a lot of fun little activities that we did. And I also learned a lot over a lot of school-wide procedures. And we talked about, the COVID situation. It's really just touch and go. We don't know if we're going to have masks or not the first day of school. If we have to wear them, we don't know yet. We're just going day by day. Just different things that we went over, and how it's important that we teach children to be good, to have good characteristics about themselves, because that leaks over into everyday life. And these are the reasons why I really love this school, because they do focus a lot on character of a child and not just academics. I think that's super important. So yep, that's all, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I got a few things done in my room after training. I finally got my class list, so I was able to print out those names and laminate them for their little name tags. And I got something else cut out and laminated, and I got some things printed, and I got a little bit more organized, and I kind of have a better idea of what I'm going to do now. I got the names put on the clothespin, and now I'm going to make dinner for my family. I just got home, so I'm excited to spend some time with them this evening and just to relax. And one thing I'm really going to try to do is leave work at work as much as I can. I know for the first week and a half to 2 weeks, I'll probably have to bring home work or whatever, just because I'm learning things. But once I get used to how everything works, I do really want to try to leave things there and to enjoy my family in the evening. I don't want to be burnt out. I've read a lot about teacher burnout, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I want to manage my time well. And one good thing today too is they are giving us double planning time, which is really nice. And I'm very happy to hear that. I was very happy to see my schedule. I also got my schedule for the day. And it looks like I have a huge chunk of time in the middle of the day just to plan and to just take a break, and I'm going to try to use all that time, except for maybe a little bit of a mental break during lunch. But I'm going to really try to utilize my time well, so that I can come home after contract hours and be done for the day. I wanted to share that today I did talk to another teacher, and they were telling me how important classroom management is, and I've heard that a lot. And they were saying just for the first 2 or 3 or 4 weeks even, just really drill routines and procedures into your kiddos, so that when you are starting your class, they have those things down and things can run a lot more smoothly. And he just emphasized that that's really super important. So that is really what I'm going to focus on. I've heard that from several teachers. I've also read that in different books and online, that you you really need to focus on classroom management really heavy. You know, how do they line up? How do they put out their backpacks? How do they pack and stack at the end of the day? How do they line up for lunch? How do they know when to transition, and how do they transition? And just every single thing, like how they handle the pencil situation and sharpen and unsharpen, and are you gonna let them get up and sharpen their own? And you need to figure all that out. So I'm gonna spend one day, probably within the next 3 days, just one whole day, just go to my classroom and just think through all of the different procedures. So that's just a really good tip that I've been hearing a lot from experienced educators. My brain is fried, you guys, so I'm about to shut it off for a while and just watch some mindless TV. I just made dinner, and my 11-year-old loves to cook with me, so we made lemon pepper chicken, greens, wild rice, and cornbread, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. She helps me cook a lot. She loves to cook, so that's fun. But I am just tired from all the information that I've received over the last week, and I just want to just chill out tonight. So I'll probably check out that show, 9 Perfect Strangers with Nicole Kidman. It looks really good. And I have my cozy clothes on here. And actually this shirt is special because my nephew plays for the Colts, so I have to represent, right? Woo, go Colts! Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with my evening, and I will probably go to bed early too tonight so I can get ready for getting up early and doing it all over again tomorrow.